السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Dear رياض الصالحين, second year secondary, and welcome back to a new lesson. Your teacher is Mr. Sabra Azza. Today's lesson is expansion unit from 4 to 6. To get started, open your Mega Goal 3 student's book on number 2 reading. Before reading, what color is the room you are in now? What color is the room you are in now? The answer will vary. Someone will say it's rose, it's yellow, it's white, and so on. How does the color make you feel? How does the color make you feel? Some colors make you feel relaxed, some colors make you active, and so on. For example, the red color makes you active, the yellow color and blue color makes you um, something like relaxed and so on. Number 2, have you ever painted a room? Have you ever painted your room yourself, for example? Someone will answer yes and some will answer no. If so, what color did you choose and why? What color did you choose and why? Let's listen to this passage, and during the listening, please read along with it. Read along with it. Now listen. Listen, please.
Expansion Units 4 through 6, pages 98 and 99. 2. Reading.
The psychology of color. I want you to imagine yourself in a room painted a light blue color. Now, imagine yourself in a vibrant red room. Do you think you would feel differently in each of these rooms? If you are like most people, you would feel calmer in the blue room and more energized in the red room. Why is this? Psychological studies have found that different colors can have different effects on mood and behavior. People have a tendency to associate colors with where these colors appear in nature. So, for example, without realizing it, we associate soft shades of blue with the sky and sea. These associations make blue a calming color for most people. Asuka Obata runs a spa in Kyoto, Japan. All the walls of the salon are blue. Obata says, "It is essential that we create a sense of peace and tranquility. The color blue helps us achieve this." Red, however, is associated with fire and blood. So red is also associated with danger and vitality. The color red has even been shown to raise blood pressure. Adrian Vilas of Cordoba, Argentina, painted his office red. He says, "I like being surrounded by a color that gives me energy and inspiration." On the other hand, have you ever wondered why traffic lights and stop signs utilize the color red? To warn of danger, of course. While we all share natural associations with certain colors, the same color may have a very different meaning to people of two different cultures. The colors black and white provide a good example of how people can have different cultural responses to colors. In many cultures, black symbolizes death and mourning, and so black is the traditional color worn to funerals. However, in Asia, it is not black that represents mourning, but white. So in Asia, white is the color people usually wear when they attend funerals. In most other cultures, far from being associated with funerals, white represents purity, innocence, and goodness. For this reason, white is traditionally worn by brides in these cultures. However, in China, since white is the color of mourning, it is important that a bride not wear white. Instead, the traditional color worn by a bride in China is red. In Chinese culture, red represents happiness and good luck, and so Chinese celebrations are full of red. During the Chinese New Year, people prefer wearing red to any other color, and older family members give money in red envelopes to younger members of the family. Clearly, the way we respond to color is a complicated business. You may think you are choosing a red shirt just because you like the color. But the truth is, you are probably responding to it based on what your brain, the environment, and your culture tell you about the color.
Yes, after you have listened,
End of CD 2.
after you have listened, please complete this exercise. Let's learn the words first. We have vibrant, tendency, associate, tranquility, morning, represents. Number one, the dove bees too many people. The dove, space, bees too many people. What do you think the answer is? So it is represents. The dove represents bees too many people. Number two, she was in after her friend died. She was in after her friend died. What do you think? Yes, mourning. Mourning معناها sorrow, ألم. Number three, she has to talk too loudly when she's on her cell phone. She has yes, that's it, tendency. She has a tendency to talk too loudly when she's on her cell phone. Number four, the colors in this painting are so, the colors in this painting are so, that is that it hurts my eyes. That it hurts my eyes. So the answer is vibrant. Vibrant. Number five, I love the note of the space of the park in the early morning. I love that. Yes, tranquility. I love that tranquility of the park in the early morning. Number six, after a while, the students learned to Wednesday with exam to associate. They learned to associate with Wednesday with exams. Let's move to another exercise, that is exercise B. Answer the questions. Number one, where do the colors blue and red appear in nature? Color blue, where does the color blue and the color red appear in nature? And the answer is, according to the passage, the color blue appears in the sky and the sea, while the color red appears in fire and blood. Yes, let's move to number two. How do most people respond to the colors red and blue? And the answer is, blue is charming, is calming. Blue is calming color. Red is an energizing color. Let's move to number three. What does the color white represent in most cultures? Yes, in most cultures, white represents purity, innocence, and goodness. Number four, why must a bride not wear white in China? Yes, in China, white is the color of mourning. It is the color of mourning, not the color of happiness. Number five, what does the color red represent to the Chinese? Yes, in Chinese culture, red represents happiness and good luck. People wear red to celebrate the Chinese New Year. Yes, after we have answered exercise B, let's move to the discussion. Write the information in the chart below. Use the chart to discuss colors and their effect on people in groups of 3 and 4. The first thing we will discussing colors. We have color where you can find in nature how you feel about the color and what is the color represent in your country. Yes, blue. Where can you see blue? You can see blue in the sky and the sea. And how do you feel about the color? You feel calm. What this represent in your country? Peace and tranquility. Peace and tranquility. Let's move to another color. Red. Where can you see the color red in nature? You can see it in fire and blood. How do you feel about the color red? You feel energetic. What this color represent in your country? It represents danger. It represents danger. Let's move to another color, and it is color black. Where can you find the color black? In nature? Yes. In cool? Cool. Yes. How do you feel about the color? You feel sad. What does this color represent in your country? It represents death and funerals. Let's move to the color white. Where can you see the color white in nature? Yes, in clouds. Yes, and it represents happiness. And in my country, it represents purity, innocence, and goodness. Thank you very much for listening and wishing to see you in another lesson.